Call to order the regular common council meeting, Monday, February 20th, 7:05 PM. Roll call.
Fry.
Here.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Steen.
Here.
Candy Davis.
Yes.
Wellnuts.
Yes.
Paul Davis.
Here.
Next item is Pledge of Allegiance. Confirmation of appropriate meeting notice.
Meeting was noticed on Friday, February 17th. Agendas were posted at the post office, library, and city hall.
Council acceptance of the agenda.
Motion to accept. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Personal appearances. Anyone out there that wishes to speak on anything that's not on the agenda? Okay, we'll go to the minutes from February 6th.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any corrections or additions?
Who was the second?
Paul.
Davis, oh, yeah, two Davises.
I know that's not good. It was like two Walnutses, now it's two Davis.
Quieter, Davis? It might be 2 minutes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I think there's a motion and a second on the table to approve the minutes, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Finance Committee. Mark.
Make a motion to approve bills and payroll in the amount of $2,402,539.72.
Second. Oops.
Any questions on the bills? Hearing none, roll call.
Wellnuts.
Yes.
Fry.
Yes.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Steen.
Yes.
Candy Davis.
Yes.
Paul Davis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
There are no licenses tonight, so I'll move on and make a motion to write off the stormwater utility charges in the amount of 25 cents and $9.83.
Second.
Any discussion?
Okay, you go ahead.
Hearing none, roll call.
Wellnuts.
Yes.
Candy Davis.
Yes.
Paul Davis.
Yes.
Fry.
Yes.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Steen.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Make a motion to approve the quotes for the Garfield and Walker Way Storm Sewer Project from Fanning Excavating in the amount of $3,936.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Wellnuts.
Yes.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Steen.
Yes.
Candy Davis.
Yes.
Paul Davis.
Yes.
Fry.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Make a motion to approve the 2017 Dane County Humane Society contracts.
Second it.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Second. Wellnuts.
Yes.
Steen.
Yes.
Candy Davis.
Yes.
Paul Davis.
Yes.
Fry.
Yes.
McIntyre.
Yes. Motion passes.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of 2 police department ballistic vests from, where was that one at? The amount of $569.99 from,
H Armor, Pro X Body Armor, Level 338.
Yeah, that place.
perfect, yes.
I'll second.
That place.
And that was each, right, that amount?
Correct.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I have one question. Was there shipping involved on that, or is that the total cost right there?
I don't have that answer.
All right.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If there was shipping on that cost of them 2 vests.
So does your motion allow for shipping if shipping's additional?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, but you're
For one.
ordering 2 of them now. All right, yeah.
And I second it.
McIntyre, you got it? Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Walnuts,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Dean,
Yes.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Going to make a motion to postpone the discussion regarding the purchase of the taser and related equipment.
Second.
Motion to postpone the taser purchase. Roll call.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Make a motion to approve a public event packet for Central Park Farmers Market and waive any fees.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I hope it goes well for them this year. It's kind of nice to have in the city.
Roll call.
Walnuts,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
That's all I have.
Motion passes. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Planning, the first 6 items are second readings on the items that were on last council agenda.
Do we have to read through those individually again? Okay.
Yes.
I'll take it if you want. Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1701, amend Chapter 19, Section 1905, direct sellers.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
is that McIntyre,
Yes.
Yes.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1702, amend Chapter 22, Section 22.304, 4R, and 22.305, 5BB to allow pickup windows in the Code of Zoning Ordinances.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1703, amend Chapter 22, Section 22.102, definitions to add hard surface.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1704, amend Chapter 22, Section 22.402, access standards regarding width of driveways.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Mark, Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1705, amend Chapter 22, Section 22.5033C, projecting sign configuration.
Second.
Any discussion?
McIntyre.
Roll call.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopting City of Edgerton Ordinance 1706, amend Chapter 22, Section 22.30211D, permitted intrusions into required yards.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve extraterritorial land division for Zagorski on Northeast Badger Heights in Section 14 of the Town of Fulton, 2017-003.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Motion to approve extraterritorial land division for Masek on STH 73, State Highway 73, in Section 22 of Town of Albion, 9955.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Looks like it from planning. Anything from the fire district?
Yep. Just two quick things. We had a meeting last week. Fire department is in the process of filling 2 vacancies for full-time positions, left by 2 people that had left the department, one for a position at Beloit and one for a position with the chief and the police department. Also, the department, or the district has now have position descriptions for every one of their positions, meaning full-time, part-time, paid on call, paid on premise, firefighter, EMT. So there's actual position descriptions for each position, and they were written and approved by the district last week. As well, the district will be working with Chief Pickering and Deputy Chief Jason Russ to work on the 2017 work plan, and once that's been agreed upon, I believe Chief and Deputy Chief will probably bring it to council. Just I will give you guys a copy so you know what the direction of all the district board as well as the Chief and Deputy Chief will be working on for 2017.
Yeah, that was quite the situation that Terry brought up, or really nice forefront, up, heads up, what's
Yeah.
going on, really, really nice.
Very nice. Yep. And that's it from fire department.
Thank you. Anything from utility?
I'll take that. Yeah, we met last week, but the actions that came out of it, we took care of during finance.
Thank you. Anything from RDA?
Nothing to report, if I recall. There's too many meetings, I can't remember. Nothing?
On the Lawton Street property
Yep.
redevelopment plan.
Yep.
Okay, next item is consider recognition of Rumor Has It Best in Show at Westminster Dog Show 2017.
I'll make that a motion.
And I'll
Second.
second it.
So, some
What are we gonna
discussion?
do?
Yeah.
Rascal.
Yeah, what do we motion?
No.
Report on discussion.
Chris, you got some
Right.
background, don't you?
I got a little background. I talked to Kent Boyles today.
Get a recognition,
We-
you're right.
We discussed it here, and we'd like to put on some kind of a appreciation meet and greet. Have not worked out the details yet with Mr. Boyles. He was rather busy, and I think the dog maybe has been too, but
With the
he's going to get back to me as soon as he can. But did we want to approve any financing for any expenses that might come out of this?
Yeah, I have a couple things to consider, I guess. There's approximately $600 left in the dog park. It's a fund balance from the dog park creation. So as we have been kind of, we'll just throw out some ideas, of course, anyone else can join in the discussion, but we thought it would be appropriate to have a sign at the dog park recognizing this, this specific dog, as maybe we have signs on fence panels. Maybe we could have a sign recognizing Rumor, and then also any funds that we have available and anything that anyone might want to add, because there are probably vendors out there who would want to be part of some kind of apparatus in the dog park. We don't know with the money we have, we think we can do a sign and a small apparatus, but if there are other people that want to contribute and we can provide a better, more robust piece of equipment for dogs to play on at the park, it would, in recognition of Rumor, we think that would also be a good use of those funds. So that's money that's really in the dog park fund, $600, as I'd mentioned. And then we were, again, kind of brainstorming, and so you can decide if you want to allocate any funds or if you want more defined plans. But some of the ideas that were thrown out as a key to the city some kind of basket. If there is an event, say at the school, there might be some treats provided. So, those would be relatively small numbers, but, that we don't have any funding really for those kinds of things.
I have one question, if I may, before we go further regarding the motion. I thought this is like a resolution type thing, so I mean, do we need to scratch that and start over with the motion in the second?
Yeah.
The motion was
Was to approve
recognition?
the recognition, and I was thinking it was a resolution.
Process?
Yeah.
Yes, so I mean, we,
Bushes in here.
It's your call.
Just add the word process, recognition process.
When are we planning on spending the money? I mean, at this point, it sounds like we haven't made a determination of whether or not we're going to spend any money yet, or is that the plan this evening?
If there's direction given this evening, then we would begin the process of, say, advertising for the apparatus, so that someone says, oh, I'll put $100 toward the apparatus because I want to make it better. Then we would begin that process of trying to see what we could put together. But if the council says, no, we don't want to spend the $600 in that way, then that would give us direction also and send us.
Obviously, we have a little bit of time because we're probably going to do this in probably the summertime, nice weather, and
If we do it inside, we could do it anytime if we
Yeah.
do it in the either community center or up at the school. And as of today, he was okay with that. He's in the planning stage of doing something out at his facility out there. So, but he wasn't going to do that till later this spring, when it dries out a little bit and a little warmer, because it'd be outside out there.
yeah, I guess I was thinking it would be something outside that we want to make sure.
If we were doing it at the park, but
Yeah.
The schools offered facilities at no charge, as long as we can make the schedule work.
so there's a lot of things up in the air yet, and he just got back from out east just prior to the weekend, I believe, so he's got a lot of things. He has not got all his emails checked yet or his text messages, I can tell you that right now, because he hadn't checked them when I called today that I'd left him, so he's been very busy. So, but he is willing to do something, and he wants to do something, and we want to do something to recognize him for his efforts and for the dog's efforts, so.
Yeah, it was a wonderful thing that happened, and it happened, rumors from this area and stuff, so whatever comes out of it, it's the intent to show our gratitude and thankfulness for what him and his handlers and the dog has went through and the experience of it, and to show our community, other organizations included with the city and stuff, to put on something of recognition to say thank you, we're very proud of it, or something like that,
Yeah, we should promote the city every opportunity we get.
Right, exactly.
And he's willing to help with that too, so.
Yeah.
So can we make a motion to approve the usage of the park funds towards whatever thing we work up later, so that you can put that notification out that you're going to put some kind of apparatus out there to get
Yeah.
the ball rolling on that?
If you were to say yes, we would allocate that $600 for some kind of improvement in the dog park apparatus, is what we were thinking. Then, we could take that next step. If you chose not to do that tonight because you want more information before you make that
Yeah.
decision, that's entirely up to you.
I think we need a little more information, don't you? I
Yeah,
mean,
and-
because, like you had talked, one other thing was maybe having a sign, right? So it sounds like there's a couple different options, and maybe the owner can kind of help lead us in thinking what might be some good things to utilize the money for.
A concrete entryway into the park
Sure.
with name, footprints.
With you are clever. No, that is good. We're
That
gonna
wasn't
have
all
our
my
own
idea.
Grauman's Theater.
My idea was to make it a dog bone shape, but
No wonder he's the mayor. That's a good idea.
Suggestions
So we're going to have
so we've
footprints
got a
of all the
motion on here to
mayors out
recognize the
right,
rumor
so I
has
guess
it best
really
That's-
the motion works then, right?
to recognize, but to spend any funds.
We'll create that, we would treat that as a second motion then, or a different motion.
Yeah. I think to recognize, so you had that motion, right? And then, like you said, if we have a separate motion then to utilize the funds, we just don't know towards what yet,
Yeah.
right?
So we could take a roll call on the recognition
You better,
motion.
Mark's getting a little nervous here, having
not
that
nervous.
motion out there.
Waiting to get it done.
If everybody's ready, roll call.
Walnuts,
Yes.
McIntyre,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Andy Davis.
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
And that motion passes. Now, the way this agenda line is written, are we allowed to dedicate funds for something?
I think what I would suggest is that if the council wishes to direct or indicate its willingness to use those funds, that's just a direction, and we can explore it and come back with, because we don't know, it might be $1,200 with, what someone else comes into it, and we're really close and we want to spend a little more. We don't know at this point. I think it's a little premature, and I'll be candid, I looked at this, and I looked as a proclamation myself. I didn't expect we were spending money, so I don't, if I didn't understand it that way, I suspect the public might not either. So it would probably not be appropriate to spend money, but give a direction to administration would be, I think, appropriate.
And was that as a motion down there earlier?
Well, you had talked about an apparatus.
Yeah,
So maybe just kind of,
Yeah, I don't know how to word what he just said.
Well, again, I don't know that a
Let's
motion
give
per se is
direction.
necessary. If
You don't-
the will of the council is that we explore spending that excess money, the leftover money, I think that's sufficient for.
I'll make a motion then. I'd like to make a motion that that administration looks into expending excess funds from dog park towards improvements related to rumor has it,
recognition of, yep.
in recognition of its achievement.
And we'll bring it all back, obviously, for your consideration once we start developing ideas, and if anyone has ideas, we'll solicit those now, and hopefully additional funding.
Talk about that at Parks. I should bring that up. I'll bring that up at Parks on Wednesday.
Cool.
Okay, so there's motion and second there, so. Any further discussion?
who was the second?
Court. Roll call.
Fry,
Yes.
Steen,
Yes.
Andy Davis,
Yes.
Walnuts,
Yes.
Paul Davis,
Yes.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Motion passes. I've got a few things, but does anybody else have anything they want to bring up here before I get the ones that I've got?
Tonight I'm really plugged up, so I'm having a hard time hearing. But when I'm sitting over there, it's hard for me to tell. Candy's really easy to tell who makes a motion.
Because, oh, okay, thank you.
But I just need help with, I don't know if it would be easy, like for the mayor to
Maybe go
either
like
say
this.
motion
Okay.
by or second, or
Okay.
if you make a motion, I don't know, Candy makes a motion or something, saying your names, because I'm having a hard time trying to figure that out.
Well,
Need some assistance.
I would think so, and you're writing, you're not always looking, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't think I want the chief to help me.
But if we spoke up, you'd recognize each voice. And if I spoke like
Or-
this, the first time, the second, my voice wasn't there when I wanted it, something frog or something, but if we were to speak at this tone, you would be able to speak.
Or what if we just said Davis second,
Yeah, just that, something as
Steen
simple as that.
second, Fry second, or whatever.
Okay.
Because I know
Or
you guys
first.
are concentrating too in writing, so, but I just somehow get some assistance, that would
Sure.
help me.
Yeah, the room is awful echoey. It needs something on the walls.
Well, and I think the further away we sometimes get, it's difficult.
So,
The room is
that's all
very
I had,
acoustically
just
unsound.
Okay.
figure out a-
True. You want to say anything about the election tomorrow?
Oh, there's an election tomorrow.
Okay, anybody else have anything? Because I got a couple now.
You need rugs on the wall.
I get to miss the next council meeting. I will be out of town for a week, so let's not do too many dog tricks then. I'd like to recognize Mike Gregory for his induction into the Wisconsin Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame 2 weeks ago or so, I think that was. And we have billed the Harry Potter Fest for the services that we provided, the trash, the fences, and the direction signs, the expectation of them paying it, unless they can show us that they lost money. We have not seen anything yet, so we are waiting for those funds to be directed to us. That's all I
All
have.
right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Sorry.
All those in favor?
Davis seconded. Aye. C. Davis.
Opposed?